Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Niken Larasati with student number 1220112333029. And today I'm going to review about a movie called Lion from 2016. This movie is directed by Garth Davis, story by Saru Brili, adapted from A Long Way Home, and cinematography by Greg Fraser. This movie release date on November 25, 2016 in USA. And there's also the cast, which is the main character, Dev Patel, played Saru Brili, and Nicole Kidman played Sue Brili, Sunny Pawar played Saru Brili, David Wenham played John Brili, Rooney Mara, Lucy, Abhishek Barate, Divian Latwa, Priyanka Bose, Nawazuddin Siddiqui, Tanishta Katirji, Depti Naval, Ridisen, Pallavi Sharda, Sachin Joab, Emily Cockrell, Manik Gunarete, Arkadas, and many more. So, Lion is a 2016 Australian biographical drama film directed by Garth Davis in his feature director debut, from a screenplay by Luke Davies based on 2013 non-fiction book A Long Way Home by Saru Brili. It tells the true story of how Brili, 25 years after being separated from his family in India, sets out to find them. It is just a joint production between Australia and the United Kingdom. The film, which had its world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival on 10 September 2016, was given a limited release in North America on 25 November 2016 by the Weinstein Company, before opening general on 6 January 2017. It was released in Australia on 19 January 2017 and in the United Kingdom on 20 January 2017. Lion was well received by critics, with praises for the acting, particularly from Patel and Kidman, emotional weight, visual cinematography, and screenplay. It received 6 Oscar nominations at the 89 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Adapted Screenplay. It won 2 BAFTA Awards for Best Supporting Actor and Best Adapted Screenplay. The film was also commercially successful, making 140 US million worldwide, becoming one of the highest grossing Australian film of all the time. So let me tell you about the plot. The plot in the Lion movie is in 1986, Saru, a 5-year-old boy, lives with his elder brother Guddu, his mother, and his younger baby sister. In Kandwa, India, Guddu and Saru steal coal from freight trains to trade for milk and food. One night, Saru pestered his brother, who is going to work overnight, to let him come too. Guddu refused at first, yet finally relents, and they arrive at a nearby train station, where Saru is too tired to stay awake. Guddu places Saru on a bench and tells him to wait for his return. And Saru promptly fell asleep, and when he wakes up, Guddu is not there. Saru searches the station for Guddu and gets on an empty train looking for him. There he falls asleep again in one of the compartments, only to wake sometimes later to find the train in motion and the door locked. After several days, the train arrives in faraway Calcutta, where 5 years old Saru does not understand the local Bengali language. He stands at a ticket counter and tries to obtain a ticket home, but the attendant does not recognize the name of his village, which Saru said is Ganestalai. He spent the night in the station with some street children, but is then woke up and forced to run when a group of men trying to kidnap them. And then Saru continues to wander around the city before coming across Noor, a seemingly friendly woman who takes him back to her apartment. She tells Saru that a man named Rama will help him find his way home. Saru runs away, sensing that Noor and Rama have sinister intentions, and escapes Noor when she chases after him. After 2 months of living near the Howrah Bridge, Saru is taken to the police by a young man. Unable to trace his family, they put him in an orphanage. 3 months later, Saru is introduced to Mr. Sood, who tells him she has placed an advertisement about him in several local newspaper, but no one has responded. She then tells him that an Australian couple is interested in adopting him. She begins to teach Saru basic English and he moves to Hobart, Tasmania in 1987 under the care of Sue and John Briley. 20 years later, Saru is now a young man who moves to Melbourne to study hotel management. He started a relation with Lucy, an America student. During a meal with some Indian friends at their home, he came across jalebi, a delicacy he remembers from his childhood. Saru reveals that he is not from Calcutta and that he has been lost for more than 20 years. And his friend suggests to use Google Earth to search his hometown in India. Saru commends his search, but over time disconnects from Lucy and his family. Overwhelmed by the thought of emotion his family must have gone through when he was missing. Then Saru visits his adoptive mother, Sue, whose health is deteriorating, and learns that she is not infertile, but had chosen to help others in need through adoption, believing that there were already too many people on Earth. After reconciling with Lucy, Saru spends a long time searching for his hometown. One evening, while scanning Google Earth, they notice the rock formation where his mother worked and then finds the area where he lives. The Ganesh Talai neighbor of the Kandawa Street district. He finally tells his adoptive mother about his search and she fully supports his effort. Then Saru returns to his hometown and with the help of a local English speaker has an emotional reunion with his biological mother and sister. He also learns the fate of his brother Gudu, who was hit and killed by an oncoming train the night of his separations. Saru's mother never gave up nor moved away from the village as she believed that one day her missing son will return home. The film ends with caption about real Saru's story to India in February 2012. Photos of the real Australian family are shown, as well as footage of Saru introducing Sue to his biological mother in India, who deeply appreciates Sue's care for her son. Saru later learned that he had been mispronouncing his own name for all those years, which was actually Sheru, means lion. Well, from the story that I was just told, lion sneaks up on you as it proceeds to pluck your heartstrings with its little cat feet. Then, before you know it, tear ducts will be brimming and your entire being will be washed with incredible joy, but also a splash of bittersweet sorrow. At least that is what happened to those around me during the course of this incredible true story about a 5-year-old Indian boy named Saru or Sheru, whose life is changed in 1986 after being separated from his idolized older brother, ending up more than 1,000 miles from his home and family. Well, and as for me, the killer moment was when the adult Saru, in the form of Beef Up Dev Patel, whose 2008 breakout film Slumdog Millionaire served as a sort of companion piece to Lion, finally and somewhat guiltily confessed to his Australian adoptive mother Sue that he has been spending countless days doing research while seeking out his birth family via Google Earth. Well, this the reason for his secrecy. He did not want to hurt the two incredible, generous, and supportive people who rescued him from a detention system filled with poverty, hunger, and potential abuse after being taken to a big city facility for homeless street children. I think that's all from me. Thank you for listening to my movie review. And yeah, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.